My name is David. I came to meet Ron about 12 years ago. I was referred to him after going through a number of different psychiatric um, physicians, psychiatrists, if you will, that I really wasn't getting any better, and I didn't actually really realize how sad and how sick I really was. It's imagine if you were born blind, you wouldn't really know what the color red is because you've been blind your entire life. So you really don't know what it's like to feel good until you've actually had the opportunity to feel good. Ron has always been very aggressive with my disease, been able to go and step out of the norm, step out of what the FDA says this drug should be, step out of what the government says this or what the books tell you there. And that was kind of what I was looking for, because all the traditional treatments had very little effect, or if they did work, there were way too many side effects. And it's been getting better ever since then. I've been suffering with this my entire life. Kind of like I said, you don't know what it is to feel good until you've actually felt good. I can remember just being just so inherently sad on the inside for no apparent reason. For as long as I can remember, when I was young and growing up, I was always very isolative. My room was downstairs in the basement, and I liked it that way. I just assumed to be alone. When we went on family vacations or what have you, I just prefer to stay home by myself. I just had no desire to intermingle with my family. I had friends growing up, but somehow, some way, I just felt like I wasn't able to really connect to them, and I tended to be very up and down. Some days would be good, some days would be not so good. It was just always this heavy weight, and all my life. I did the whole 6-week course of TMS, and gosh, I started noticing results within 2 weeks. I was markedly better. It was unbelievable. And I know that part of it was probably the genuine excitement of the hope of a new treatment. That all of the research data had shown positive results. I think part of it was that I was able to connect with Ron on a daily basis. 5 days a week we're here, we're doing the treatment, and there's some value in that therapy. Just being able to connect with somebody that understands where you're coming from, what you've been through, and will actually listen to you and actually cares. That has something to do with it, I think. There was a fundamental shift in my baseline feeling, if you will. If you wake up every morning and you're in the negative numbers, a -2 and -3, after a couple of weeks, that got raised to 2, and then by the end of treatment, I was probably feeling about a +5 or a +6, and I was able to get off almost all of my medications except for one. And so for me, it's been a godsend, life-changing experience. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, I wake up with hope. I wake up with energy. I wake up with an invigoration. I wake up not wanting to go back to bed every day. I would pay 10 times what I paid for this, without question. For those who have not been in the the system, if you will, who don't really know where to turn, what to do, who are just scared because they are afraid they will be shunned. They're afraid if their employer finds out, they will be treated differently. They are afraid that their family won't talk to them. It does take courage, and it's not an easy thing. But you only have two choices. I mean, you can stay and let your life be as it is, and live in that pain. Or you can take one little step, just one step, one time, to reach out to somebody who I promise you can trust, who will support you and understand you, and you don't have to feel bad about the way you feel. I tell this to people, if you don't have any hope for your life, borrow the hope that I have for you, just enough to get you through until you can build your own. And you won't regret it, I promise. You don't have to feel bad about the way you feel.